Hello, my dear students. This is Rupali Singh, teacher of 4th standard. So, I hope you all are safe at your home and having a good and safe time in quarantine. So, you should actually use your quarantine time maximum, and in order to do that, you will have to spend a lots of time in studying. So, keeping this in our mind, I have made a lesson for you. We have a chapter in EVS 1 called as A Look Inside Body, lesson number 11, and it is actually related to the internal organs. So today we will quickly revise the topic internal organs. And the reason why I am doing this, because if we go in further standards, like there also you will find out the same topic getting repeated, and what I found in the textbook that the knowledge given is very less. So in order to give you the knowledge and to revise the lesson, we'll do the lesson again, and the lesson name is A Look Inside the Body, Internal Organs. As we all know, what are internal organs? Internal organs are organs located inside our body, and external organs are something which is located outside, like external organs are located outside our body, like nose, ear, eyes, hands, legs. These organs are easily visible to us, but internal organs are not actually visible. Why do we need internal organs? Every human being have internal organ. The reason why do we need internal organ is in order to survive and reproduce. The human body relies on major internal body organs to perform certain vital functions. So, important internal organs are very important, and every human being, let it be a children, adult, or an young one, every human being needs internal organ. When two or more organs along with their associated structures work together, they become parts of the body system. Now if we see that there are altogether organ system, there are altogether 6 organ systems. First is, you see, skeletal system, and then is muscular system, nervous system, digestive system, respiratory system, circulatory system. So all these 6 parts of the system together forms internal organ, and all the internal organs comes under different categorization. So in skeletal system you will mainly find about bones, and muscular system about muscles, nervous system obviously it will start from brain and then all the nerves going throughout the body, and then comes the digestive system. Everything, the breaking down of the food process will be covered in this. Respiratory system, of course it is related with the nose and trachea, and then it goes to lungs. Then circulatory system, about the how the blood flows in our body, it is about that. So without further delay, we will start with our lesson. Human organ system. I'm sorry, there is some technical problem. Fine. So we have come here. Can you see the anatomy of the human body? It is actually how does it looks like from inside. Even your mind, everybody's body is composed of all these organs. The first thing, if we start from head part, this part, we see that brain is situated here, and then we go further down, we see eye, that is the external organ, nose external organ, mouth external organ, and then we go down with this trachea. Here are the 2 pair of lungs located, then heart, then liver, then we have kidneys here, this white one, can you see, these are kidneys, and then we have large intestine, then we have small intestine, then at the end we have anus. Anus is actually for the excretion of the waste product. Fine. So see here, can you see this part? Lungs, brain, trachea, heart, stomach, pancreas, large intestine, bladder. These all are the part of internal organs. But I won't be going in very much detailing. I'll just tell you the main important body parts. First is the nervous system. So in nervous system, the most important part is the brain, exactly. And do you know what are the functions of the brain? Without brain we cannot even survive. It is very important for us. So there are some internal organs which we can easily recognize and also their uses, but there are some which are little complicated, and brain is one of the one. It is very complicated structure. And the function of, actually, where is the brain located? It comes under the nervous system and it is in the head cavity. So brain is actually on the top. So what is the function of the brain? The brain controls the nervous system. The function of brain are muscle control, coordination, sensory reception, speech, memory, thought, attention. Your whole body is basically controlled by brain. If you are not having brain, then you won't be able to survive. Those people who go in coma because of the head injuries sometimes. And now in respiratory system we have lungs are very important. As you hear nowadays in the news, the coronavirus is actually getting into the lungs, so lungs are important for breathing. Exactly, we'll go further. Without For lungs, we have, lungs are two sponge like cone shaped structure that fill most of the chest cavity. They are sponge like cone shaped structure and that fills the abdominal cavity. This is your, sorry, chest cavity. This is your chest cavity, and the lungs are located in the chest cavity. What is the function of the lung? The lungs provide oxygen and also it helps in exhaling carbon dioxide. When we breathe in, we breathe out, it is all about lungs. Then we have liver. Liver lies on the right side of the abdominal cavity beneath the diaphragm. What is the function of the liver? You can see here liver. Yeah, exactly. This is your liver. It lies on the right side of the abdominal cavity beneath the diaphragm. The main function is to process the contents of the blood, ensure that its composition remains same, breaking down fats. Liver plays an important part in breaking down of the fats to dense. It also helps in producing urea, filtering harmful substances and maintaining proper level of blood sugar. So actually filtration of blood is done by this liver. It also helps in breaking down of the fat. So after liver we have kidneys. Kidneys are what? Two pair. They are actually, you see here, they look like a bean. Have you seen a bean? Seeds of beans. Exactly, they look like beans. So kidneys are a pair of bean shaped structure, and the kidneys are bean shaped structure located at the back of the abdominal cavity. This is abdominal cavity. The lower part of our body is actually abdominal cavity. And what is the function of the kidneys? You have heard the kidneys is actually used for excretion of the waste product and urine. The water, the all the water which is not required in our body is actually stored here and then it is passed through the anus. So kidneys are actually useful for excretion and of the waste product and the urine. Then we have the heart. What is the function of the heart? The heart actually, what is the function of the heart? Anybody is aware of it? Okay, the pumping of the blood throughout our body is done with the help of the heart. So heart is located, I'll show you actually where is heart located overall. I'm sorry about it. See, this is actually heart. What is the function of the heart? It is a hollow muscular organ that pumps blood through blood vessels by repeated contraction. It actually pumps blood throughout the body. Your heart is the one who sends blood to all the parts of the body. It is a muscular organ, and contraction and relaxation of the heart is allowing the blood to pass throughout the body. Exactly. So where were we? Actually we studied about heart. Heart is actually located here. You saw the picture right now and see the structure. Where is actually your heart located? Fine. After that, See, this is bladder. Bladder we will not study in detail, but actually it is a part of the anus system, excretory system. And then stomach, of course, the stomach is useful for what? Digestion of the food. It is actually a muscular elastic pear shaped bag. It is a pear shaped bag lying in the abdominal cavity. Digestion of food through production of gastric juices. The function of stomach is digestion of food through the production of gastric juices. When we eat something through the trachea, it goes down in the stomach, and then stomach helps in digestion process. Then we have small intestine, children. See here, this is small intestine exactly below the stomach. These orange shaped structure, can you see? And outside that we have large intestine. This is called as large intestine. Intestines are located between the stomach and the anus. Between the stomach and the anus. See here, this one is what? Large intestine, and inside it is located small intestine. The function of the small intestine is to absorb most indigested food. Whatever indigested food the stomach leaves, it is absorbed by the small intestine. And then large intestine is responsible for absorption of water and excretion of solid waste, or absorption of water and excretion of solid waste. You see, this is anus. So here excretion of the products happen. So this is all. These are all important organs which we discussed. What is actually organ? Your body is full of different parts. There are those who can see on outside, such as arms, hands, nose and feet. And there are those on the inside that we can't see but have learned about, such as your lungs, heart, stomach and many more. Now, we use the word organ to describe certain parts of body that work independently and are distinctly separate from other parts. Most of the organs are those body parts that are on the inside, like the examples above, but some other parts you can see. One great example of an outside organ, your skin. Yes, I'm sorry about the technical problem happening here. Doctors and scientists consider your skin to be an organ. Do you know, students? Skin is also an external organ. In fact, it is the body's biggest organ. The biggest body organ is the skin. You see here, can you now recognize what is this? These are what? These are what? These are what? These are what? Now it is your homework. You have to see the shape and name the body parts. You will be able to identify. I'm not going to tell you, though I know the answer. This is brain. I protect the brain. Who protects the brain? The skeletal system. You see, this is a skeletal system. Head. It is protecting the brain. That serve the center of the nervous system in all vertebrate and most invertebrates animals. Vertebrates and invertebrates you will be learning later on. I don't want to go in the details. So respiratory system, trachea, I did not talk about trachea, but I took the word trachea. See, this is trachea, and it is like a windpipe that connects lung, that connects from nose to lung. The trachea helps allowing passage of air, and so is present in all air breathing animals with lungs. Then we have lungs. Can you see it? Every human being have such kind of structure. This trachea, and then it is divided into two parts, right lung and left lung. These are the internal structure of the lung. How does it look like from inside? The purpose of the lung is to bring oxygen into the body and to remove carbon dioxide. Heart. The human heart is a vital organ that functions as a pump, providing a continuous circulation of blood through the body. So mainly it is functioning to circulate the blood. The kidneys, you see, bean shaped structure I talked about. These are the kidneys. and the kidneys perform the essential function of removing wastewater products from the blood and regulating the water fluid levels. Main organs of the urinary system, the one which is located downside, I told you about NSC. Kidneys are joined to the down part and it is urinary bladder. So it is actually for the excretion of the urine. Kidneys, before disposal of the urination, urine enters the bladder via the ureters and exits via urethra. Ureters and urethra, I'm not explaining you children, you will be learning about it later. The stomach is helping to digest the food you eat. Your stomach makes strong acids and enzyme. A healthy stomach has built-in defense that protects its lining from the damage by these acids and enzymes. So actually it is helping in digestion of the food by producing acids, gastric juices for the digestion of the food. Liver has a wide range of functions. The process of nutrients from food, stores sugar from later use, produces bile, production of cholesterol. I told you that it is helping in filtration of the blood and controlling the blood sugar level. So all the vitamins and essential nutrients, it is maintaining fats, amino acids, glucose in the blood, manufacturing and regulating the hormones, including those that help platelet blood clotting formation. So liver, we have to protect the liver because any damage in the liver will cause the collapse of the body. So you have to keep your liver healthy by eating healthy foods. So those who drink and smoke, their livers are actually malfunctioning. So we should always eat healthy foods. This is it. We studied about intestine also. The large intestine is about 1 to 5 meters and then small intestine is 6 meters long. The name is small intestine, but it is actually bigger than the large intestine. See, this one is you will tell me, I am not telling. This one is what? Large intestine. This one is what? Small intestine. What is the function? You can see here. Receives foods and fluids from small intestine, absorbs water from solid waste, eliminates waste by evacuation of the bowels, linked with the lung, ability to let go of old patterns, habits, think, channel fluences, and acidity. Okay, you don't need to study such detail. I told you what in the starting that you remember. Oh, pancreas I did not talk about, and pancreas is also a part of the digestive organ. Stomach, and see here near below the stomach, when the stomach is ending, this is actually pancreas, a very small organ which was not visible in what we studied in the first picture. These are the pancreas. Pancreas is a glandular organ in the digestive system and endocrine system. So what is the actually function of pancreas? Is also a digestive organ secreting pancreatic juice containing digestive enzymes that assist digestion and absorption of nutrients in the small intestine. So actually what it is doing, the pancreas are producing pancreatic juice and which contains digestive enzymes and which helps in the absorption of nutrients in the small intestine. These enzymes helps to further break down the carbohydrates, proteins and lipids. So this is it children, we studied today about internal organs. I will be asking you to go through all this video and later on I will ask you some questions. With the new video I will come revision topic, and in that I will be asking you whatever you learned till now. Thank you so much. Have a nice day and we'll continue next time further. Thank you. Have a good day.